Meet Serena, your virtual companion for emotional support. The ultimate safe space to discuss your thoughts, your fears, and the ups and downs of daily life. Start your free trial today at serena.chat.
I, F20, have no idea on how to handle my fiancés, M21, best friend, M23, kissing me. What can I do? I, F20, am engaged to the most wonderful man, M21, who I'll call Scott, not his real name. This might be a long one, so bear with me please. Yesterday, Scott's best friend and chosen brother, Jackson, M23, kissed me on the lips. For a brief moment, I didn't react. I just sat there and let him, before I pushed him off of me. Mind you, I'm 4 feet 9, and only 95 pounds. He's nearly 6 feet 3, and weighs 250 pounds, so pushing him off wasn't easy. Right after pushing him off, he got back on top, grabbing my chest and my throat while kissing me again. I was fucking terrified, but he finally got off once I started crying. He is also the only person other than my fiancé who knows I am a rape victim. Jackson explained he got the go-ahead from his wife, and my fiancé, but begged me not to tell anyone, as he was afraid his wife, F18, would leave him, and he would lose a best friend. I don't want anyone to lose each other, as recently Scott has lost his bio dad, uncle and aunt as well as our friend group. I don't think he can mentally handle losing Jackson. Jackson swears it will never happen again, and that he is beyond sorry, but that I simply can't tell anyone. I used to consider Jackson my brother as well, but I have no idea how to handle this. I want to tell Scott, I want to tell him so maybe he can talk to him privately, but Jackson says if anyone finds out he won't be around for Scott anymore. I'm so conflicted on how to handle this. I know it's the morally right thing to tell Scott, but what if that does more damage than good? And #X200B. You need to file a report with the police since he assaulted you. Your fiancé needs to know ASAP. Sorry this happened to you. Why are you listening to Jackson? Jesus Christ, he's the one who sexually assaulted you. Let Scott make the decision about the friendship. Keeping quiet is literally the dumbest idea ever. I get yours very young and maybe naive, but do the right thing, okay? I wanted to add a detail I had forgotten. I'm almost completely mute. Part of me is worried that because I cannot vocally say no, and communicate strictly through ASL and written text, maybe what I did wasn't enough to signify this isn't what I had wanted. Maybe that changes how I need to look at this, I'm not entirely sure. Please get help. Wow, that's crazy. Tell someone. Is it reasonable to break up with my 20F boyfriend, 20M, because he is staring at other girls? I've seen him sometimes stare at other girls' body, usually at the beach, but I don't think it's often. The problem is, he is observing every pretty girl that walks past, and if we are sitting somewhere and a beautiful woman who's also sitting around us catch his eye, he is looking at her too often. Like if we're having dinner somewhere and we're there for 3 hours, he is wasting 1 hour and more by looking at them. I don't think it's sexual attraction because he's more staring at their facial features, but definitely an attraction. My impression is, he wants to catch their attention, which he says is not true, and he doesn't know why he does it. I've broken up with him over this because I started to feel anxious about our environment and I didn't want to go anywhere where there could be girls around. Now we're together again for 2 months and he promised me to not do it again, and he's not, but now I don't know if I'm wasting my time because I think that he changed just to get me back and he'll start doing it again. What should I do? Would you consider this cheating? Would you feel disrespected? If ending the relationship will make you happier, that's all the justification you need. I doubt he wants you to stay in a relationship that makes you unhappy, either. Honestly, you can break up with anyone for any reason. At any time. It's not cheating, but here's the thing. You don't have to stay with this guy. You broke it off once, already, and if you don't want to wait and see if this new behavior sticks, you don't have to. He may have changed, but his former behavior broke how you felt about him. It's okay to move on, if that's what you want. He's gonna keep doing it, if he didn't have the respect in the first place to not do it. You are wasting your time. It's not cheating, but damn sure is disrespectful. Leave permanently. It's not cheating, but he is wasting your time. Either return the energy and make some vocal quips about the hotter men you see, or keep it moving and find an actual hotter man to fuck around with. My GF, F20, has never orgasmed. How can I, M22, help her reach climax? My girlfriend, who is 20 and I'm, M22, has never orgasmed by herself or with a previous partner. I have tried different positions, oral, sex toys, but nothing has worked this far and I don't know what to do at this point. When I do see her getting close I continue but she stops me because she becomes too sensitive. I asked her to masturbate so she can orgasm on her own, then I can see how she likes it herself, I can learn then apply it, but she refuses to masturbate. She says, I don't feel none doing it myself, I don't enjoy it. She tells me she thoroughly enjoys the sex and she's wet the whole time. I've never had a problem making a girl climax before. What should I do and try at this point? Your best bet is to talk to her, as bluntly as possible, and see if you can figure this out together. You can try, but if she stops you then there isn't much you can do. While I can appreciate you stopping when she says she's sensitive, I think that may be when you need to keep going, with her consent of course. From what I've heard, it's the build-up and pressure that one feels before the orgasm, and if she's stopping you before she reaches that point, then I don't think you'll ever get there. Skeptical smiley face. Guy here. Begin by stopping making this about you. Has she ever, in any context, had an orgasm? If not, listen to what she likes. Other posts are taking you from there. Hello. How do I, 27M, tell my wife, 26F, that I don't want kids? Hey all, my wife, 26 female, and me, 27 male, have been married for almost 4 years. We have always discussed having kids and it was definitely the plan, but recently I have really questioned that idea for myself and exactly what I want from life, leading to a decision of me not wanting to have kids. I just honestly could not see myself as a father. She has always and will always want kids, and I doubt that will change. We are also about to go on a big overseas trip and not sure if me saying it now would ruin that, which is the last thing I want to do. How do I say this to her without risking my marriage? Thanks, love you all and appreciate any advice. Do not string her along that you might change your mind. Let her know your true feelings. Your marriage is over. You don't want kids. She wants kids. You are no longer compatible. People change and that's okay. What's not okay is staying with somebody for years, stringing them along and ultimately running out their body clock. Do both of you a favor and be honest with your feelings. Withholding your feelings out of fear of losing her is exceptionally selfish. As is having a child you do not want. How far off is the trip? All you can do is be honest. When you choose to do that is up to you, but sooner is better. Likely you guys won't make it through this, seeing as it's such a huge thing you can't find common ground on. You are doing her a disservice by not telling her sooner than later. You are incompatible if she wants them, and you do not. This is a major deal breaker. It's honestly disturbing that you're considering waiting multiple months to be transparent with your wife about a major deal breaker. Those are months she will never get back because you chose to withhold information you knew might devastate her. Tell her today. Every day that you wait is another day she will not have to process the fact that you are no longer compatible life partners.